Hello, I'm going to be doing a presentation on the ADDIE model. So what is the ADDIE model? ADDIE is a process model, which means it follows a sequence of steps or phases with the intent of providing a systematic approach to instructional design. The concept of systematic product development has existed since the formation of social communities. So ADDIE is actually an acronym for Analyze, Design, Develop, Implement, and Evaluate. The first phase is the Analyze phase. Analyze is the first phase, and in many ways, this serves as the foundational component of the process model. Teachers in this phase identify the problem, analyze the cause and impact of the problem, and determine the need and learning characteristics of students. An educator must be able to effectively analyze what learning objectives are required and play to the strengths and weaknesses of the learning characteristics of their students. Next is the design phase. The design phase is where instructional activities, materials, and methods of assessment are selected. Instructors have the opportunity to exercise their creativity to design learning activities that facilitate quality learning experiences and accomplish instructional goals and objectives. Next, we have the development phase. The development phase is essentially when you create a prototype of the lesson using the content produced in the design phase. Instructional designers create and assemble innovative solutions to the training gaps. In the development phase of ADDIE, this is where those elements come to life. The implementation phase. The implementation phase is the actual delivery of the lesson. The most significant aspect for teachers during this phase is to observe and document students' learning behaviors, learning performance, and learning attitudes, which are valuable resources for the final phase of the ADDIE model. The evaluation phase. The final phase of the ADDIE model is the evaluation phase. Educators measure how effectively the instructional activities, materials, resources, and technology-based tools facilitated accomplishment of learning objectives. The evaluation process should also identify areas of improvement, and a solution should be made to create and incorporate new strategies to enhance the learning experience. At this time, I would like to talk about the successive approximation model, also known as the SAM model. So what exactly is the SAM model? It is a design and development process model, which is geared toward providing the maximum number of opportunities for educators to review, evaluate, and correct decisions that are made throughout the process. So how does it work? Learning events are scaffolded or wireframed first to assess the learning opportunity they could yield. Before accepting the design, the content is fitted into only the most promising structures and tested with live learners as soon as possible for refinement of text, media, and complete functionality. The impact. SAM is a particularly valuable process for the design and development of interactive learning events that are meaningful, memorable, and motivational. A primary objective of this model is to minimize the time and effort that goes into designing quality instruction without sacrificing the structural integrity of the learning experience and educational objectives. Are instructional design models important? Models are representations of real concepts that have a direct impact on student learning and motivation. If you take an in-depth examination of the process and factors of consideration for instructional design, it is very evident that the overall process can be rather complex. These models are intended to help simplify the process and provide a framework for designing effective instructional programs. Thank you for listening.